Good evening, friendos. It's time for Quest for Semi-Glory. We're back to Ooh tonight. Last time we finished the game proper, and we found a whole bunch of secrets. But there's still a few secrets left to uncover. We've got like 2.5 or maybe 3.5 of those to finish up, to work out the solutions to, and then we can look around for a few more. I think we stopped last time trying to find out whatever secret is either immediately to the left or above or something, and I don't remember which. But I think it's up here in the start of the area. Really depends on if we can find some way to get up, I think, maybe one tile. I'm gonna try, let's find the nearest map room, or the nearest little warp bit, so we can eyeball which grid segment we need to be on. Oh, jeez, where is the nearest one? I don't want to go like through the entire opening area just to find it. There's got to be one nearby, right? Maybe there, actually. There we go. Okay, yeah, this is pretty close. So, I think this is what, 0001, right? So it's supposed to be here, I think. That leaves pretty few ways to get to it, because I don't think we can get to 0000 anymore. Although I do have a thought about that I'd like to try out in a bit. So it's either from this tile here or from this tile here. So let's go check it out. Let's go bomb some walls. Maybe we can figure out what's going on here. So I think this was originally one of the... the area where we got our first bomb. It's not really... I think we bombed pretty much every bit of these walls and these ceilings that we can get to, so maybe nothing here? Maybe nothing here. At least nothing there that we can get to normal circumstances. So, seems to suggest to me that there's perhaps a thing over there. Okay, it kind of looks like there's... Maybe I'm reading too much into the space right outside the purple wall there, but that looks like it might be a passage. How we get over there is really a big fucking question mark, though. If that's even the right thing to do. Oh, that's weird. That's right, I love the little, like, really fucking random designs that you get on these bombs, just very occasionally. Sometimes it's a pile of poo. We just had what looked to be like a little Samus morph ball bomb there. That was fun. Yeah, not gonna be able to get up there like that. Yeah, I don't think we can get up there like that. What I'm really just trying to do is get along the top left corner of this area here. In the hopes of... just seeing if there's like a little pass-through wall segment or something. Not something that we don't need to blow up necessarily, but maybe that's not right, because I don't think we've ever had just a straight-up pass-through wall bit, right? It's all been either visible or it exploded open once and it's there. So in the absence of being able to get over there, let's see what we can do here. Is anything maybe... I don't like that. I don't think there's anything in this little corridor either. Not that we can do anything about it. The other thought I had about this room... Oh, except I don't want to do it like that. Okay, good. Hey, Game Over, how you doing? Good to see you. Like, I was playing around with trying to blast myself kind of out of this area quickly, but I think that just ends up in the cutscene, and then we, get out, go take a nap, and we end up back there. So, clearly not it. But it's nice to be able to just take a nap whenever. Alright, so we might have to put a pin in this alleged little secret over here. We have yet to prove that it actually exists. However, I guess what I would like to do, let's put a bomb on our heads once. And then do an explode on some of these, because I have a feeling, well, let's bomb pretty much every part of this. There's no way. Yeah, it's not like we can do anything there. I've already tried every bit of these walls and these floors too, so it's not like it's... No, that's just gonna do the same thing. Cutscene into nap, which is fine. I mean, could always do with another nap. But we might need to come back for this one. Because there are other ones we know about that we have not completed, but we have uncovered, so let's go give another crack to those, right? Maybe early in the evening, we'll have better odds at completing these. Because they were too tough for me on Monday. So let's see. Got all those, got all those. There was this one here, the big climb, right? There was this one here that required a fly from somewhere else that we have to figure out. Is there another one? I guess, oh no, and then there was this one here, right? Yeah. Let's check this one out first. Oh. This one was just like, there's this big open space up to the top here, which is all well and good, but we can't do anything about it. We can't get up there. There's not really much to work with here. But there's definitely another screen up there. Like, they wouldn't show it on the map otherwise, right? Because this game has not been lying to us. It's not been like trying to be cute and cheeky. It's been trying to be cute, which is fine, but it hasn't been cheeky. So it's like, you know what? There's a gap in the map that we can find, that we have found, right? So now we need to find out how to get back there. Get up there somehow. That. Oh, well, not quite like that. Just trying to sort out this solution again. Which doesn't work like that. Oh, you can blast a fly. But would that be of any service to us? Probably not, right? Yeah, because all it does is kind of shift it out into the unreachable zone, right? We've already kind of confirmed this. I mean, to the right, we've gotten to the right for sure, so it's not like that's an unknown at all. Okay. So the other option is there's something we have to come at from above here, which would be, I guess wouldn't be beyond the pale, right? Because there's a whole lot of empty space on the map above here. Maybe it's part of this here. Maybe it's maybe it links up with this. That would be a heck of a big secret. But that doesn't seem unreasonable. So with that in mind, did we check this one already? I think we missed it, right? Yeah, there's nothing there. Okay. So with that in mind, what can we do with this one up here? I think it's just the frog that's up there. And if that's the case, well, which fucking fly do we have to grab to be able to get him out the way? Oopsie. Let's double check that that's what this is. Because, yeah, there's this dude here. Ah, that's how I'm gonna get this bomb on my head. That's what I'm trying. There we go. Now we got a bomb on our head. What can we do with that? Can we do anything with that? I think I wanted to just check if there was maybe a path above the frog. No. Can't force ourselves to the other side, can we? No, he is blocking the way pretty good there. So, if we're operating under the, I think, reasonable assumption that we need to get a fly to that frog somehow, what fly can we get to him? Because it would need to be accessible from this area, right? From here, because we can't take flies through the warps. I think we attempted multiple times to get this one down here to go up. Right? Kind of phase it through the floor. Or to grab it and then move over this way. But we couldn't figure out a way to cross this large-ass gap. Just normally, with the fly in tow. So maybe we can try to do that first. Give a couple goes to that. Hey, Omega Weapon, how you doing? Good to see you. We'd need to cross it from left to right. So that might already be a non-starter. Unless there's something here that we need to find, like a little... Oh, I guess that's not a non-starter, right? Because we can always do what we were doing earlier, right? We can always just do this, and then be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna very slowly work my way over. Like, I guess that's the solution, right? I can do it that way. It would be slow as heck. It would take some patience, but it's possible. Anything's possible. So yeah, let's think about that. With that in mind, then, if we can somehow grab that fly, then we've got a way over. We've got a way to get back over, right? We know how it works. Yeah, that is the right spot. Okay, so let's work on getting this fly then. Clearly, we've done it before, right? We just need to do it in like a very normal fashion. Let's do it like this. So we can do that, bonk, bonk. Yeah. Oh, and we need to grab the thing. Except now I'm not 100% sure what I do here. Oh, that's right. You just kind of do it like that. And then you do this. Okay, so now we've got the fly. So now we just make our way over, right? Let's think about this one for a hot second. We just kind of got to do this, stagger up, right? And then kaboom. There we go. All right, now we just got to make our way up there. And across the gap, which will be a little slow, but it's possible. It's definitely possible. So we just kind of do very slowly, work our way over, don't fall. Yeah, I'm just thinking about this for a second. I'm wondering if there's perhaps a faster way to do it that I am not thinking of, but this is perfectly serviceable. And, frankly, we can speed this up a little bit just by going like that. Okay. Very good. Now we just need to get up there. There we go. Now we can feed this Froggo here and get past and see what lies beyond. You know what? Before we do this, let's see if there's a hole there. There's not. Okay. Aha! Oh, that was the thing. I was hoping for a more extensive secret here. So I was hoping this was going to lead into the other one. But it did not. So mayhaps there is another one. Or some as yet undiscovered way to blast our way up here. So, okay. Let's go back to the other one. Oh, here. Yeah, the climb. The climb one. So this one we should be able to do. We've got... Strictly speaking, we have all the abilities we're ever going to get, right? Just the 2 bombs. So it's really just about knowledge and how to do and climb, right? So... Yeah, because we did the stagger here to get up there and see that, yeah, we were just a tile short. So what does one do with that, then? If I put a bomb on my head, can I get it off my head like that? I can. That's... I don't know that that's helpful, but that's something. So then I'm stuck down here. But we can do it like that. And just be like that. But then, oh, right. Then what? Then what do we do after that? This feels like a pretty wide area. So the idea that... The idea that we're supposed to go over to, like, the right-hand side probably doesn't carry, right? What else is there over here? I mean, we can put a bomb on our head here, right? So wanted to. There, like so. What does that do? Does that do anything? So ideally, I'd like to get 2 bombs, like, stacked on my head. But, I don't think that works like that. Unless there's some sort of misdirection here, right? Is there like another path off of this area? No. Hmm. Is there something just immediately above the checkpoint? No? Okay. Hmm. There's nothing that really stands out on that screen either. Like a pause. Oh, okay, pause. It blocks my view. All right. There's just a couple. There's a couple platforms that are about as high up as it is between this one here and the next one up. So it's got to be a repeatable big climb somehow. Hmm. There's not anything just directly here. That hasn't introduced anything that's just a walk-through wall or something that doesn't involve a bomb to blow it open first, right? Momentum conservation, yeah. I wonder how that would work. Because once we're out of our two bombs, that's kind of it. We can't lay any more until we touch down on a solid surface. And if we're standing on top of a bomb, or rather, if we're standing on top of a bomb on top of a bomb like this, we don't get nearly as much from the first bomb. Because it's propelling both of us, right? Because if there were a way to somehow get the vertical stack of bombs like this, but also be standing on it, right? Like so. That looks like that would be enough height. But how do I... Well, I mean, I would do it like this, right? Yeah, no, that's the one tile short. Never mind. Huh. So I can do this and put two bombs in my head. But then I would need to somehow be on top of that second bomb. Oh, hey, look at that. Yeah, you're right. Needs to be timed out. That gets me like a half tile higher. Sort of. Oh, just barely, yeah. Okay. Nice, good thinking. we do that again? Oh, yeah, we can. Just barely. Wow. Nice. Great thinking. Okay. Okay, that gets us to a warp up here, which is interesting. I guess just to make it so we don't have to do the big boy climb again, right? Okay. Let's check these corners just in case. And that just in case as well. You never know. Never know. Okay. I think crossing this gap is easy. I think it's just a double horizontal bit, right? Yeah. Okay. And that's the termination of that. All right. Cool. Didn't itself lead to another gap here that we could explore. But that'd be something. Is there... Oh, that is, yeah, it is the upside down VVV character. That's funny. Alright, I think that's most of the obvious ones now. Like the ones we have been pursuing immediately above the warp points. So are there similar bits to the sides or below some of these now? That would cover a lot more of the gaps in the map. Because I feel like that was a pretty good, consistent pattern, right? So most of the warp points in the normal levels had little extra bits above them. That was pretty cool. That was pretty good and fun. Consistent, for the most part. There were a couple that did not do that, but that led to a fair few. So, let's think about other rooms with patterns. Because we had several that were just normal, kind of very regular, straight-looking corridors, right? From left to right. But then in the middle, they had a drop-down bit, like this here. Are there any in this here? Because I think this is the area we learned about that. Are there any more like that? Like perhaps under the frog here? We'll have to go through this probably entire area to to find out again. Wait, how did we get back here? Were we ever able to... Oh, this is the one we blasted the fly over from to climb back up. Right. Okay. Right. Yeah. This is the one we needed to be like, Or was this one we could warp back over? I don't remember what we did here. Oh, yeah, we probably put the bomb there, warped over here, and then... Yeah, okay. Alright, let's maneuver ourselves back over there. So do that. Warp over. Oh, wait, then how are we gonna... Oh, that's a problem, isn't it? Fuck. Oh, right. Was there another warp right above that I just kind of passed right over? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Okay. So, same setup, just wrong warp. Okay, there we go. Because I want to traverse this first area one more time and check a few of these things. And then there's the alleged 0001 secret that we can try to suss out still as well. Okay, I wanted to check some of these just in case there was another gap. They're down below. Maybe there's one up above here as well. Can I can put a bomb on my head, right? I just need to do this. No, okay. Can always check for symmetry as well. So holes in opposite sides of the room. Nothing there. I don't remember if I checked the corners here. Just in case. No. Oh, that did blast that guy over there. Is that something to think about? I wanted to get to the 0001 secret, remind me of one of the Celeste hearts. Oh. Oh boy. It's been a hot second since I played Celeste. Oh shit. Well. Whatever. Fuck it, whatever. So yeah, I guess we'll make our way back over there. That's fine. Because I had initial thoughts last time of it maybe perhaps being you gotta navigate outside the borders of the room somehow. Which is still, I guess, possible, right? That'd be a very VVVVV thing to do, which, you know, still pretty legit. Just checking corners as we go, just in case. Also checking above the frogs. Also, just in case. Okay. So I think this leads to... Oh, this... Yeah, I want to do it this way. Yeah. Oh! Well, no, never mind. Alright, what if I've lost track of where I am? Okay, so I'm kind of over here. Nearest one is here. Yeah, okay. Let's go back up here. So there's that extremely conspicuous wide open upper left corner here, right? How can we get up there? Can we get up there? We can get sort of over there and against the wall, but then there's nothing. Then there's this room, which, as noted earlier, I think this is where we got our first bomb. So it was not always empty. We've checked every floor, every wall, every ceiling in this, so I'm pretty sure there's nothing there. So I didn't check the ceiling of the brief little hallway here. Yeah, nothing. Okay, I guess I do have another thought. What's the nearest warp? Okay, this is the nearest warp that we're on here. Okay. Oh, I figured It would be kind of mean if we could just hover over and hit A here, and they would warp us to there, cause to some hidden warp or whatever. That would be kind of mean. Would have been pretty funny, but also pretty mean. Okay. Let's see. Like the only other thing I can think of perhaps is maybe just shoving a bomb outside this border up here, which I've tried several times already, and maybe opening a path like directly down here. But then it wouldn't stay open, right? Because that's what we've learned from all these little, face block things, is that they only stay open until you leave the screen. Oh, which actually might be the thing here, right? So, I've got an idea. Despite the fact that we've bombed the ceiling of that lower wall a whole fucking bunch, can we instead, since we can't bomb this wall, can we instead just prepare some bombs here, right? And we'll try to get it as close to the edge here as we can, because I think it's going to be dead center. Probably. So we'll just leave them here. And there's two screens I can try this from now. The one from here. No, okay. Although I probably would have expected to... Actually, here, we can test this out a little bit. If I go out... Okay, you do hear a little bleh thing of them getting popped. So that's probably an indicator that we either have the wrong idea if we don't hear a thing, or we've positioned it incorrectly. So let's try this again. Experiment a little bit. It's like, how far over can we get before it cracks the cutscene here? Like, pretty far, yeah? Like, how far, though? Like, pretty far. Oh, there it was. Okay, so entirely off that edge of the screen. And then, like, a couple pixels is what we got to work with there. Alright, that's fine. Let's have an app. And then go back in and exercise that thought a little bit more. It's like we can get to about right there, I'd say. So, like, right here. Oh, I'm not hearing the noise of, like, a successful block break or something, so... Maybe that's not right, but I will try it again, just from the other room. Not from here, because we tried looking at it from there, right? So... I'm gonna wait a bit. Maybe we just need to wait for it to fall? Or... Oh, wait, actually, we kind of already... Like, I'd love to be able to swap to the map view to see where it thinks that bomb is. Can we get to a warp point while that thing is still sitting out there? Probably not, right? Because it would involve at least one bomb to get to one of these warp points. Okay, so maybe that's not it. I think that was a pretty good thought, though. Trying to think outside the E a little bit. Yeah, because the closest one we could get to would be here. Okay. I was thinking a little bit La Mulana here too as well. Can we wrap around from the other side? But no, there appears to be nothing over here, at least for the time being. Okay. Yeah, because there's no way we could pop a bomb over on this segment somehow and then hit one of these warp points to see where it thinks it is. Which is unfortunate, because I really would like to see. That's one of the quality of life things I kind of wish they would have put in here. It's like, hey, look at the map from anywhere. Like, that would be nice. But maybe that would, break things a bit. Who knows? Okay, so what else have we learned throughout this entire adventure that would help us suss this out here? We learned about staggered bombs. We learned about bombs that can get popped on little slime bits. We just very recently learned, with a little assistance, how to do the big boy jumps if you got a drop-down platform. We learned about crossing sideways gaps. We learned about doing the double bomb jump. We learned about preserving our momentum through warps. Okay, let's go back to that room. Maybe just staring at it for a bit will help us. Cause that upper corner right there feels pretty fucking suspicious. Let's try to stagger a bomb here. What about this corner? Nothing? Nothing there? Okay. Try this a little bit quicker. Nothing there. Alright. We learned about putting bombs on our head, right? But I don't think that's helpful here, right? What about these little ghost ooze that are in this little escape segment now? Can we can't land on them. Can we put a bomb on them, maybe? Can we bomb them? Just put them out of their misery? Oh. I really just want to be... Yeah, okay. Let's try it with Okay, can't put bombs on the ghost ooh. So far as we know, right? They don't seem to have any sort of interaction with the physical realm anymore, which does make sense. They're ghosts after all. Oh, crap. Can we ride them ourselves? No. Okay. No. Okay. I think the chains are also just aesthetic, so those are probably nothing. And so far, there hasn't really been other than the pattern of the room itself, there hasn't been, like, a visual cue. There hasn't been a visual cue, like, outside the borders of the wall that indicate where a thing is. I don't think. According to the internet, your intuition about the spot is bang on. Okay, that's what I kind of figured. Like, there's certain things you start to recognize in a lot of games, like everything, unless it's poorly designed. There's very little that is not relevant, right? Because it takes work and effort to put shit in a game. You'd want it to mean something when you do it, right? So Okay. This is just a very large distance to get ourselves across here. Okay, that's about as close as we're gonna get there, I think. Yeah, that wall is super solid. Can't just push our little ooh bodies through there. So, it's gotta be higher up. It's gotta be that corner, right? Well, with that in mind then, we might be right about this room being the thing, or that previous room being a thing. Curious if there's another... Okay, no, because we bombed every bit of this floor here. There's nothing. There ain't nothing here. Well... Actually, hold on a second. Let's, see, I thought I could maybe blast myself back out of the cutscene into that room again, but I don't know how that would make any fucking sense. Worth a try, though. Worth a try. It means we get to have another nap. I feel like our ooh friend deserves all the naps. So, there we go. Mm-hmm. So we pretty much confirmed that this room here, this very starter opening room, is nothing, right? Tain't nothing we can do here. All the background stuff is still background. No mystery explodable walls, ceilings, floors here, right? Okay. Pretty certain this isn't anything, right? So we can only do so much here. Oh, excuse you. Nothing in that corner. So how in the world? Like, there's kind of an obnoxious number of ooh ghosts in this room, right? Several, in fact. So, what happens if we just let's kind of watch them for a bit? Maybe there's a hint. look, they're all just moving right to left. Not any particular pattern in their vertical positioning. Feels like there's less of them now, though. Some of them, now they're getting real... Okay, now that one's booking at the bottom there. Okay, now there's a lot of them. Alright, so maybe the count isn't anything. Movement speed doesn't seem to be anything. We've already confirmed that they are unaffected by bombs, can't carry bombs on them, can't interact with us. Right? What happens if I sleep on my bombs? Anything? Do they eventually blow up if I fall asleep, maybe? Not like our bombs have ever hurt us before, though, so... Or can we not sleep on our bombs? Okay, no, we can't sleep on our bombs. What happens if I blow up my bombs while I'm sleeping on them? Oh, it just wakes us up. I guess that makes sense, huh? What if I sleep next to a bomb? No. Why would there be ghosts here? Yeah, that's a good ass question. That's a good question. How do we find Dr. Wowie? Okay. What happens if I sleep on this ominous looking ooze skull here? Okay. Nothing. I imagine they wouldn't waste too much of our time, right? Because once we find whatever triggering thing is supposed to happen here, I imagine it would happen in pretty short order. This has not been a game about wasting our time. So... Let's go back to the starter bit here. What happens if we just kind of sleep here? In the jaws of death itself. What happens if we just fall asleep? Have a quick little power nap. Nothing. Okay. All right. How about we just go die? Where's the nearest place we can die? Where's the nearest spikes? Oh, well, I guess we can die with this, right? We get smashed by the reappearing wall. What? What? Come on. What? Fucking what? What the hell? Excuse. Fucking what? Come on. Okay, I got some questions about that one. So wait, hold up. What if we go someplace else where these friendos appear? Like there. Really? Just any place you die where there's ghosts, it just pops you back here, huh? That's a little bizarre. I don't know if I like that. That's interesting. Oh, the lack of checkpoints. Oh. Really? Okay, so if you die before you hit a checkpoint, it sends you someplace. Okay, okay, I guess that's a bit more respectable. I would almost say that's a bit too meta, but you gotta remember the type of game we're playing, I guess, right? Shit. Okay, now that makes me curious. Is there, like, we can't pop back to the menu, right? The only way we can reset the game from fresh is to torpedo our save file, right? And I'm not doing that. I ain't doing that. I could do that, but I'm not doing that. Because I'm curious if you could have done that right from the start, then. Because what's the first checkpoint you would hit? You start here. You go down here, you do whatever, right? You make your way down town. You get your first bomb here. Right? And you make your way back up. You blast open that wall. I guess you would have to die right here, right? Yeah, because then the first checkpoint would be here. Right? Gosh, that's wild. All right. Huh. Yeah, as soon as you leave this screen to the right, you can't get that no more until you cycle back, take a nap on the overworld, and all that shit, so. Huh. Okay. You know, I don't necessarily like it, but I can respect it. I can respect it. Huh. Alright. Cool. Alright, so are there other secrety bits that we could uncover now? Because there's still a lot of gaps here. I mean, there's this one here, right? That we haven't worked out. So let's see if we can maybe have a think about this. This fucking frog. Alright. Let's come at it from the other direction. Because now I feel like here, there's no way to propel ourselves that high, yeah? Because it's not like we can land on the street lamp here, no. And we can't get just barely high enough to do the screen transition and see what's up there. So, what would be the thing here? What knowledge are we supposed to apply here? Again, this is a case of perhaps stuff in the background giving us a visual hint of something or other, but throughout the rest of the game, I don't think the background operated that way. All these corners have been tested. They are bomb-proof for now. The floor has been tested several times. The thing to the right has already been gotten. None of this seems interactable. None of the other secrets, none of the other street lamps and the other secrets have been indicators of anything. I think it's just visual flair, right? I guess one thing we can check is if any of these... Like, the only indicator here is like, yeah, there's a big-ass plant in front of this window. Can we get behind it? Can we enter one of these windows, maybe? Like, there's been no indicator that appears saying, like, hey, yeah, hit up, stupid, and you can go in here, or whatever. I am gonna go back and try something, though. Something that I was thinking about earlier. Like, what happens if you just try to warp to some place that is not revealed on the map, but maybe has a warp point? Because wouldn't that be a thing? If we're talking about meta game shit, right? It'd be pretty mean. I think that would be pretty mean. But we're gonna try it. I don't think it's a thing. It's probably not a thing. Okay, it's probably not a thing. Huh. That would be a hell of a thing to pull. Like, that would be borderline unacceptable meta, I think. If you could warp to anywhere on the map with a warp point on it, even if you hadn't discovered it. That would be pretty beyond the pale. I'm curious to try it out, though, if I ever reset my save file. Okay. I wonder if this is another bit where we need to respawn block of bits. Probably. Like, that would be really silly, honestly. Okay, well, I'm gonna go back to kind of one of my original hypotheses here. Are any of these windows enterable? Because there is a bit of the background here that's kind of blocking the windows, right? Here, up top, like this overgrown foliage here, and then this little shrub here, but... yeah, none of those are really interactable either, so... Okay. Hmm. It's amusing that they give us this little stretch up and this like little crouch down animation state thing. Has that ever been a thing? Certainly not in the main game, right? Because I think no matter what we do, whether we're praising the sun or I don't know, representing the state of the world nowadays, I think it always lays a bomb beneath us. Right? I don't think that's a thing. Other than being kind of cute. Um, hmm. Hmm. Is this a case where we should just take a nap under the streetlight or something? Maybe? Who knows? Like, if the most meta thing that has to happen to us is that we need to die without setting a checkpoint, that's acceptable. But it is kind of making me think about other weird ass things that they could do for this stuff, right? Like if we sleep long enough, do we eventually inhale one of the uh why am I blanking on the names of these things? One of the fireflies, and then we wake up with a start. We jump super high or something. Doesn't seem like it. Okay, well, we'll let Ooh sleep a bit here while we think about this. Because the other option from before was to somehow approach this from above, right? But there didn't seem to be any particularly noticeable or uh achievable areas above this, right? Because this is a big fucking area. What could we do to get down here? Like, maybe here? Oh, no, 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 no. No. Yeah, because then that appears. That's just like, whatever. But... thinking about certain other things here that might get us down, like right here, right? This is one of the ones that kind of kicked off the whole thing, but I don't really think there's anything here. Not like this is, right? So... Huh. I'm not gonna continue along this route, but... pretty sure then there's not, at least in this area, there's not a thing that leads then downward. Well, Okay. So what about from the side, then? Because all these, like, little light teal areas, these are the secrety bits. And I don't think there's been that many, if any, secrets within secrets, right? At least none to suggest that there would be an entrance into this secrety bit from a different secrety bit. Maybe there is. Maybe I'm a dummy and there is. But I don't think that's the case. It's not from here. Hmm. I guess this one up here was a secret within a secret, sort of, but not really, because the paths were open and available to you. It just depended on which one you wanted to take. Okay. Hmm. I warp all the way back here. Like, is there... Like, a lot of these... Oopsie. A lot of these little, like, end bits to the areas in which you learn maybe are a little bit suspect. But I think I've checked most of these corners now, and there's nothing. Like, it's a solid-ass wall. Oh, don't do that, though. Solid-ass wall, solid-ass floors. Not really much. Did we check this one here? I feel like we did, right? Yeah, we did. Make sure we check the corners on all these too, just in case. You never fucking know. Yeah, okay, so this is one of the rare ones with just the plain warp bit that did not have a secrety secret above it. What about this one? Did we check this one? Oh, this is a secrety secret. Right? Oh, did we check this one though? Oh, see, that would have been clever. That would have been a respectable, clever play. To put a secret within a secret, like, we're aware of those, right? We played Teleglitch. We know what that works. We know how that works, right? That would have been an okay play to do that, but that appears to not be the case, at least for here. Are there any more like this? Actually, they might have done that over here, right? This might have been the secret within a secret bit here, right? That would have been okay. Are there any more like that, though? Doesn't look like it. Most of these are kind of off to the side bits that... You know what? Maybe these do lead to other things? Okay, no. That would have been an okay play as well. That would have been respectable. I guess we'll check most of these while we're here, while we're thinking about things, you know? May as well do something with our time. We check this one. I feel like all the rest of the normal main game bits, I think we checked all of these. Just to be sure. Memory is not what it used to be. Not that it ever used to be much, but that's what I'm gonna claim anyways. Yeah. What about this? Like, this always kind of tweaked me a bit. What about this bit here? Like, why is there a little platform above here? That doesn't seem to make much sense, does it? Did we need there to be something there? Did we need it to have to be able to put a bomb on our heads? Is that what the thing was, to get over here? No. Because if we had destroyable walls and shit, they always reappear. Was there ever any permanently destroyable walls? Now I'm kind of second guessing myself. I don't think that was ever a thing in the main stretch, right? You looks like a little face. Does it? Sort of, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if I see it. But I guess that does raise an interesting point. Like, why would they put a little warp point here? Maybe to just make it easier to get to this bit? But this feels a little bit out of place. A little out of place. Oh, okay. I can see the face now, right? The two street lamps are the eyes. We got a little thick unibrow going on with that platform up there, and then the mouth, right? I can see that now. I'm still a little curious about this, though. Is there a way I can get a bomb on my head whilst I'm up here so I can check this top bit? How would I even begin to do that? I don't know that I can. Can I? Oops, well, not like that, certainly. This one does make me think a little bit. There might be something else going on here. But all right, well, we'll put that on the maybe pile for a hot second. Along with this, which I hate leaving a gap like this. I hate leaving a little. Clearly, this is a transition point here. Clearly, there's a way to get to the tile above here. But how? But fucking how? Because there's no fall-through platform bits to get us the big boy jumps, right? There's no side bits here to kind of take a rest. There's no very clear bits from the sides here to look at this. This one being the way it is here. I mean, aside from the secret above it, right? Is there anything, like, to the right? No. Okay. Alright. There was this bit here as well. It's just like the arrow pointing down, right? So, is there something else to that? Clearly that's the only thing you can do there, right? Did we check this corner? We do now. Okay, yeah, this is the whole side bit about, hey, you know, make sure you climb the correct way, right? This is sort of how we learned how to stagger, I guess, right? Oh, excuse me. Oh, goodness, excuse me again. Very tiring day. Yeah, there's nothing here, and this is how we learned how to do the big boy horizontal crossings. Nothing there. Was there anything more to this? I'm forced to wonder. Oh, not like that. That kills. Anything slightly down the wall there, like in the center, or slightly above, or slightly below. No, 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 no. This is the one I think that taught us to wedge ourselves in between, right? So we could line ourselves up with that. I'm not sure what this was teaching us. I don't remember what this taught us. What did this teach us? Oh, this is probably teaching us about staggering as well. Yeah. But that's about all it taught us, so, you know what, I'm not surprised that it was not, the lesson was not quite fully internalized. Okay, and then that got us back here, which I've already confirmed there was nothing above. Although I am curious about maybe the center of these two? We've seen that pattern a little bit before, haven't we? And we got the little smug-ass face over here in this 2x2 section of tiles, right? Maybe there's something about this. Is there like a little center bit here? For no particularly good reason? No, of course not. That would be silly, wouldn't it? I don't know. Maybe this is starting to feel maybe perhaps a bit too far afield, right? We're getting too far off the actual secret we're trying to work, which is actually ends up to be here. So you know what? Whatever. Oops. What are you doing? Let's go. Let's have a little sit and a little nap on this screen and see what we can see. It's symmetrical. We've already kind of confirmed that the background bits do nothing. Little fireflies that cycle in and out do nothing. The floor that we can reach, which is all of it, there's nothing there. The walls that we can reach on either side, there's nothing there. The corners are clean. Putting a bomb on our head does nothing, I think, right? Just in case. Like, I don't think it would do anything. Yeah. Nothing observable at any rate. What if we sleep with a bomb on our head? Does that do anything? I guess we'll find out. Fuck it. I don't know that I'd be able to sleep with a bomb on my head. Then again, I can't sleep very well without a bomb on my head either, so, you know. Not much can be proven or disproven by that. Damn, I'm jealous of who. One can fall asleep in like 10 fucking seconds. Two can fucking sleep anywhere. Oy. Did we check the kind of the third floor windows here? If they were interactable? They don't appear to be. No, they appear to be nothing. Okay, What the fuck? Like, clearly we should be able to get above this screen. But how? But how? Let me look at the map one more time. This might be a unique room setup there, with how the corners are kind of angled out like that. A reverse funnel of sorts. Yeah, I think it is. So is that significant? Is that significant in some way? And is that way relevant to what we want to do to get above this tile? And this might be a thing I have to look up, like, kind of after the fact as well. Did we ever check this one? I think I did. Right? Yeah. Because, like, this would be a little silly if it had a secrety secret above it, since it's, like, the final bit. But I also wouldn't put it past him to do something there, too. Like, ha ha ha, you were so focused on your presumed goal that you missed a secret. Good job. And we already checked, I think, this room pretty thoroughly as well. Fuck you, part of the big bird. Yeah, there was nothing here. So yeah, I guess the layout of this particular room is unique, which doesn't necessarily mean anything. Some of these are unique in their own right, but the fact that it's funneling you upwards does probably mean something. Checked all the rest of these. Did I check this one? I did check that one, I think, right? I check the rest of these end rooms just in case. Okay. Nothing. Might have secreted this out. Found all the secrets that we're gonna be able to do. This one still pains me a bit that we have not fully cleared. I mean, we got the trophy that was here, right? Whatever it was, the little. I'm sure that's another indie character that I can't think of. But we found the one thing that was there. Would they really tempt us with a thing that we can't get to, though? I don't think they would. This game doesn't feel that mean. Like, yeah, there was kind of the bullshit meta of the don't trigger a checkpoint and then eat shit somehow. But I don't think they would be that mean. Giving you a map tile that you should be able to get to, but then not ever be able to get to it, right? How many secrets in all? Yeah, that's a good question. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Did I count this one yet? I don't think so. 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 little hidden trophy bits that we've found. It would make a nice round power of 2 number to be 16. which would, I think, be this one. Because the rest of these that would exhibit the pattern of the secrety secrets do not, in fact, have the secrety secret above them. And it is unfortunate that they don't appear to track, at least not that I've seen. They don't appear to track the trophies that you've seen and have moved your body nearby. Right? So the credits. That's the save data, delete if you so choose. That's controls. Wait, was there something hidden in controls? No, it's just pause, explode, set bomb, and move. Audio settings, visual settings. What is this? I don't know what that is. I guess we'll turn it off, whatever it is. Oh, maybe that's screen shake. Is that screen shake? It's not screen shake. I wonder what that is. Oh, this is screen shake, probably. Yeah, it is. All right, well, that's a nice option to have. What the fuck is this? What is that? This is full screen. This is scaling if you're not in full screen right below it that we can't get to since we're in full screen. What the fuck is this? Oh, CRT filter? Oh yeah, look at that. That's such a subtle effect, I didn't even notice it. Oh yeah, look at that. You know what? The CRT effect is kind of charming. Normally I turn that shit off because we have advanced as a culture beyond CRTs. But this is subtle enough and it's charming enough that I don't mind leaving it on. Okay. Yeah, because I think the only remaining secret now, at least that we know about, is this little bit. What the fuck do we do here? What the heck? Look at the map one more time. Because we have an ability here to get a bomb on our heads. Right? Does that assist us in some way? Probably not. We've already done the bit to the right there. Yeah, homies out there throwing hands over a good CRT to play Smash Melee. Ah! You know, alright, okay, alright. I can understand that drive, however, there is also an ability for the human race to purchase and or build, if your soldering skills are okay, a Nintendo component to HDMI adapter such that you can plug into an HDMI TV. And personal experience, to me, dictates that the lag is acceptable such that you do not need a CRT to play Smash Melee. Give me a fucking break. That's funny. That's funny as hell. Like, I will never cast aspersions on people who are looking for a good retro setup. Whatever, that's fine. You do you. However, there are other ways. There are other ways. Yeah, shit, this fucking room, man. This is breaking my brain. And it very well could be that there's nothing up here. There could be nothing here. And I'm wasting my damn time, my brain power, trying to figure out if there's something there. And there could be nothing. But there's such a gap here. There's such a gap in the map that I don't accept the inherent notion that there's nothing here. The time it takes him to eat up the LCD. You dropped that game-winning Fox Wave Dash. I hate that I know those terms. Stop it. Fucking stop it. Fucking ridiculous. Good gravy. Because what was the thing that was tweaking me earlier? It was this one here, right? With the platform above it. Was there a way? Did we ever figure out a way to get a bomb on our head up there? I'm thinking no, right? Because we can't do shit. Can't do shit about it. Because like, what are we gonna do here? It just seems out of place is all, right? It just seems a little out of place. Alternatively. Okay, now I've got an idea. What if we do that? Can we... Oh. Can we somehow get a bomb on our head whilst we're up on that platform? Wouldn't that be something? I think that would be something. What if? No, not like that either. Because we can easily get a bomb on our head like that. That's easy, no problem. But then what? But then what? Like we can't get up there like this? That would be fucking silly. Alright, maybe there's nothing there. Like, I'd be more inclined to believe there's nothing here than to believe there's nothing here. So what can we do about this? There's this big-ass open area. Like, I think perhaps the worst thing they could do to us is to make some offshoot secrety bit along these three tiles, right? I think we've checked the corners here. This 2 fucking tile vertical here, that'd be ridiculous. Wouldn't it? Right? I think it'd be ridiculous. Because we'd have to time something out without being able to see it. And even if, oh, wait. And even if we could, right? We need to be right alongside it to open up, right? Ugh. Which I don't think is a way to go anyway, so... This is where we learned about climbing. With offset bombs, which is fine. Oh, and then into the spikes, because I'm a dummy. Oh, come on, really? Fucking suck it in, ooh. There we go, just let it hit the spikes and we're fine. there a second thing here that we're... No, okay. This drops into slime zone. Right, okay. Did we ever check this one? Yeah, we must have. Alright. Oh, right, there's an actual tile above that, so nothing. Okay. Yeah, damn, this one's gonna bother me for a bit, I think. But besides that, I think we're secreted out here. We got 15 of them. That seems like a lot. It's double digits. Factor and a half of 10. Might be satisfactory. Might be satisfactory such that we can wrap it a bit early tonight. And then I'll probably just look up what the map looks like to see if there is, in fact, something up here that I'm missing. Because I ain't got time. Who has time to just fucking ruminate on this for hours? Yeah. I think that's what we'll do. Alright, but I feel pretty good. We did a normal clear, we got a whole bunch of secrety secrets, learned some things, had some fun, made some friends along the way, you know, yada yada yada. I feel good about putting Ooh to bed after all that. In fact, that's something we can do, right? We can let him have a little nap. We can't have a nap ourselves, we'll let Ooh have a nap. That feels fair, right? That's what I'm gonna do anyways. That'll be the nightcap here. You can see the final like 6 hour or whatever the fuck it is to cap out the run. That's fine. Whatever. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, 6 hours, 13 minutes. Hooray! Alright, well, we'll call it there for tonight, a little bit early, but that's fine. Next stream will be tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. CDT. It'll be Shmup Book Club, so we got Gekurinden still going, Darius Burst Chronicle Saviors is still going, and Mushihime-sama is still going. But that expires at the end of this month, so we'll see a new Shmup starting next month. To take oh my goodness, crap, to take Mushihime-sama's place there. And then let's see, Sunday 7 p.m. CDT will be long play, so BPM bullets per minute. And then next Monday 7 p.m. CDT, since we were done with Ooh, very cute little game, very highly recommended, please to play. We'll be starting a new game Monday 7 p.m. CDT. All right, that'll do it for tonight. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.